Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long time. It is early autumn, and we have our crop is ready to cultivate under. I've got a big cultivator and a big tractor. We're going to take this crop today, turn it into fertilizer. This is kind of a test. I want to see what happens over the winter if we lose the fertilizer stage that we get for putting this in, or if it actually stays. It should stay. So I'm going to go ahead and get our cultivator out and put that down. And but it's been a while, so welcome back to North Rashish Marsh, the beer farm. We have $504,000. If we need anything, we can buy it. I don't think that we do right now. But that was the profit that we made. Remember, at the beginning of the year, I think we only had like $80,000. So we've made about $400,000 off of crops this year. That's pretty good. Now, considering that we own millions of dollars worth of equipment, it's probably, a long-term payback scheme. So I don't know exactly how profitable that is going to be, but I don't know why I'm also starting out this late in the day. We probably should fast forward another day, but whatever. It is early autumn, and I want to get out there and get some work done tonight, and then we will maybe fast forward time a little bit and go to tomorrow morning. I could actually go to bed right now. It's How am I going to get that out? Maybe we wait till tomorrow morning. I think the trick is going to be to pull the harvester out. But let's see. We might be able to back this out. It can't be that hard. Can it? Nah, we're fine. Look at that. All right. And the sun is going down really quickly. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this out over here, and then we're just going to go in for the night. Whoops. And we'll pick this up in the morning. Can't believe how quickly the sun went down. Oh, I must have my tracker on. Well, I guess I could plug it in and run it. Means I have to wear my baseball cap while I'm playing, though. But the track IR is pretty nice, especially if you're running a steering wheel setup with this game. It allows you to look around the cab. The only problem is I don't really want to do that right now. I'd rather use the joystick. The downside with the track IR is that you have to wear a baseball cap, but I guess it's better than most actual VRs where you have to wear like a whole headset. So I guess, I don't know. There we go. I'll plug that in. And certainly it is on. I don't know if the game will find it, but we'll see here in a minute. All right, so let's go to bed. Let's see, it's 20. So 21, 22, 23, 24 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 hours. We don't have to get up too early in the morning. While it's night is going by, I'm going to put my hat on, drop my Nintendo case on the floor. I was pretty mad I had to ship my Nintendo out. Now that's odd. The camera's seeing it, but the game's not picking it up. 9:42. Yep, 10 a.m. That's kind of when I wanted to roll out of bed, like real life. Not like a real farmer, but all right, so let's hop in. Is it seeing it? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Okay, so F12. There we go. There we go. So we can look around. That's not really the tractor I wanted, but we're in the cab view. Those are all trucks. Nope. Yeah. Then I can actually, as I'm driving, I can look and see what's going on. I can turn around behind me and see how the unit's going. This is the first version of the game where you can actually use this if you wanted to play the whole game in the cab, I feel like this game has strong enough graphics that you could do that. Before, the graphics just weren't good enough. And it was the same for, SnowRunner. With Mudrunner, you could play in the cab, and it was fun, but the graphics were just not good enough to support it. But with Farm Sim, you could actually do it. I don't know. I don't particularly love just playing in the cab because part of the enjoyment of these kind of games is to actually see the tractors working, to look at my beautiful green Claas tractor work in the field. That's going to bug me forever. Get that little spot right there. So part of the enjoyment is actually seeing the tractor at work. I don't know how you guys feel about. Oh, Arthur, just leave it. Actually, I do want to leave that little segment because you know what? I want to see what happens to this crop during the winter. Whoops. And that crop right there. The idea is to fertilize the field. You can see where my excellent driving. Oh, Lordy. Now, this is going to be interesting because we're going to have to take this around. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to take this spot down. Or not. How about this one? Drag that out. Okay, so we killed this, which is what we want. And we'll let the rest of that little spot there I'm going to let grow over the winter, though. I just want to see what happens to the crop. I'm assuming it just disappears. That's my assumption for a crop that's not supposed to be there over the winter. But now I tried using everyone's like, use the GPS mod, and I tried using it on a different map, and it wouldn't line up with the map. And I couldn't get it to show. I like the old GPS mod better. The new one's like really a pain to use. I wish we could have the 2017 GPS mod back. I feel like my tractor keeps pulling to the right. Oh, I know what's going on. Uh-huh. I've got my steering wheel plugged in. Dang it. That's why the tractor keeps pulling. I'm like, why does it keep pulling left? Or to the right? It keeps pulling. All right, because my steering wheel is plugged in and it's not centered. Give me 1 second here to fix that, guys. I'll be right back. That'll show you, you rebellious computer, you. Nope. So I'm really happy with the Xeron. All of these tractors have been great. Like the whole Claas series of tractors has been wonderful. The Xeron is no exception. It's a strong puller. And I just missed a section of field again. I'm not very good at doing it from the cab, by the way. I've learned that through opportunities like these. Now, eventually, I might return these. If I do decide to do animals, I don't know why we would do animals. I can see us doing other industries, but if I do decide to do animals, I could see turning these back into grass fields and then buying other fields for the bigger crops. We still have some grass right here that we, by the way, did not use all year. It also looks like, just so you know, the double narrows on this tractor are not really narrows. They are still destroying the crop. Wait, no, they're not. What? But they were. Weren't they? Or maybe I just assumed they were because that front cultivator part's a little ahead of the rest of the cultivator. I don't know. So it's funny to go back and see the seeders and stuff. I'm using this. I started this map before the Bordeaux DLC came out, and of course, way before the Kverneland DLC. And so it's kind of funny to see that I'm using the in-game stuff instead of fancy DLC equipment. We might change that over. So we can spice the series up a little bit. So there is I think they're calling it the Silver expansion. I don't remember. But for those of you that saw, and I'm a little disappointed, I got to tell you, I'm super excited and a little disappointed. As you guys saw and we'll talk about this in the France video too, because these are the 2 Farm Sim video series I'm doing on my channel for right now. I'll be adding a third. My wife decided she's going to actually play with me again, so we're going to do... there's a new Dalton Valley map coming out, and we're going to do a series on there, hopefully. Also going to be having an American series with JC and Taloa, but not sure what that's going to be yet. And that might be a Twitch series. Like, I know people don't love Twitch on YouTube, but I've got to have at least one, because I would like to continue to just do like a once-a-week stream on Twitch. I've been off Twitch for a while, and I'm really enjoying it. I'll tell you what, my life has been a lot different, better since I quit. And I hate to say that, but I was right. I don't like Twitch. And so, anyway. In November, we have a tractor pack. Well, it's not a tractor pack. It's a whole setup. So we have basically a new Alps region map. So it takes place in Switzerland. And then we also have a Swiss tractor company called, I think it's called Rigitech is the name of the tractor company. They're very small mountain tractors. They're like mountain goats, but tractors. I think one of them is electric and one of them is gas powered. But we're going to have a line of these Rigitrack tractors coming in the game and an Alps map to play with them. And I think that's actually very exciting news, except for one thing. We were promised a whole bunch of new DLCs since they're not coming out with Farm Sim until next year. And apparently, obviously not. If they're going to release that in November, there's no way they're releasing a new game in December. So we're going to be looking at next spring of 2021 for the next farming simulator iteration. Like they said, when the new consoles are out and they see how they go is what they said. So that sounds about right, actually. But I was hoping for more DLCs. I want to get... I mean, gosh, we've been begging and begging and begging for John Deere implements. A John Deere baler. I mean, we've got some of those in the mod hub, but we want some good quality stuff that Giants has made, and we're not going to get it sounds like. So that is a little bit frustrating. But I am super excited about the new map, but I'm also a little bit sad, like I said, that there's, first of all, no more John Deere stuff. And secondly, it sounds like there's no more DLCs until that comes out. So, like, that's their big announcement. But maybe they're just announcing that to get everybody excited for FarmCon, and they're going to still have more of these equipment packs. I don't know. Maybe the equipment packs aren't selling well. I'll tell you what. The video views on my equipment pack videos the views on my channel are not very good. I will put, a preview of something for SnowRunner or, even the Hunter is getting better views, on some of that stuff than, the last, what was it? The Vicon / Kverneland pack. I didn't really get any views on my channel. I got like 2,000 views. That's how much I get for just a regular old new series. That's bad. Like, those numbers are bad. That means just people just are not interested in those packs. Which I think is sad because they do put a lot of effort into them. And I've been using both the Bourgault equipment and the Kverneland equipment on my private farm and really enjoying it. They've got some great stuff. There's a giant weeder from Bourgault. I've been using the Bourgault seeder. I love on the smaller farms the Kverneland plow that cultivates in the same pass. So there's some really cool equipment. The Kverneland baler or Vicon baler that it bales and wraps in one pass. There's some really cool stuff in these packs. Tell you what, if you don't have the Bourgault pack and you don't have the Kverneland pack and you haven't researched it at all and you're watching this video, go watch my videos on those, where I review those products. So one's Bourgault. It's like Bourgault is how it's spelled. Bourgalt, I think is how it's spelled. And then Kverneland is Kvern. Land. Cavern Land. Also Vicon. Vicon's in the title. Check out those 2 reviews. Give them a watch and see if they interest you. The Vicon pack is a little bit expensive, but it comes with a lot of equipment, like 25 new pieces of equipment. The Bordeaux pack is not as expensive, but it also comes with less stuff. Bordeaux is more designed towards like this kind of farm. It's designed for the giant farm. But they got some really cool stuff, like a mid-sized cedar that holds a lot larger capacity. Not necessarily things that aren't in the game, but just cool things in general. So, anyway, it's up to you, but I don't think we need to grow hops next year. I think we're just going to do, what was it? Barley, wheat, and what was the other thing that we needed? Oh, boy. Maybe it's just barley and wheat. I'll have to look. It's been a while since I've been on this map. I might have to go back and kind of see what we need as far as ingredients go. But for the malt, I think we need wheat. And then we get 2 different kinds of beer, or 2 different packagings. If we use wheat, we get like the, what do you call it? Like the canister. What do they call that? A keg. And if you do barley, you get beer in a bottle. So we may just do those 2 crops next year. Because like I said, I think we have everything else that we need. I'll go look again at the plant, but if I remember right, I think that's all we needed was the hops. Didn't we go 3 different kind of crops? Jeez, I don't remember. I'll have to go look. Am I missing stuff? At least the tractor's not pulling to the right anymore. This came from this disc or cultivator that we're using came from the Big Bud pack, but it's included in the game now. For 2017 it wasn't, and then you got the Big Bud pack, and that Big Bud brought a whole bunch of new big equipment to the game. Obviously we needed Big Bud size equipment, so there's that. Well, this certainly has been exciting. I'm going to go ahead and finish up doing these fields, and then we'll take a look at the equipment and see if there's anything that we can change out to make it series a little more exciting. The only thing I can think of is maybe our cedar. This cultivator is still probably one of the bigger cultivators that we can get. I don't think we need to change that out, but we'll look and see what other cultivators are available. This one's just a beast, though. I mean, because it's so large, like so wide. I think this might be the second widest one in the game. The first one is the Flexicoil, and that one requires more horsepower, I think, than this tractor has, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I picked this one over that one. Plus, this one handles a little better. The Flexicoil is so large that it just gets weird. Like if there's any bumps in the terrain, though, this map, there's not a lot of bumps going on. The Flexicoil tends to get bound up. So that's why I picked this one over the Flexicoil. But this one also folds up nicer. Just overall, this cultivator handles better. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, guys, and I will see you in a moment. So I was thinking that we could change this out, but you know what? This is actually really good for what we need. The Condor, let's see what it's a planter? I don't think it's a planter now. It's a cedar, but it does, let's see, hops, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it does hopfen. So we are using this because it's an all-purpose cedar. I think these all do, don't they? Yeah, that does hops too. So really, this is what we want. We could use, where's our Cavern? Actually, you know what? I don't even know that I have the Cavernland stuff loaded on this or the Bordeaux stuff because this is wow. They're not even loaded. I guess we're okay with what we have. I'd like to use it, but I don't see any need. That's a nice wide cedar. There's no point in like doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and let this worker work, and we will be back when he's done doing both of these fields. And I'll kind of show you around a little bit and see where we're at for the fall. But we are still in early autumn, so we've got lots of time till next year. Nothing really going to be happening on the farm until really spring of next year. So, all right. I shall return. All right, so one thing that the cultivation turned up, get it turned up, is that this field's going to need liming. Let's see how these other fields are doing. I think this one over here is fine. That one over there I just checked, and it's fine. He's working on that one over there right now. Whoa, splash. Yeah, this one's okay, too. Doesn't need lime. We'll check the annex, because this is originally a grass field. Oh, look, there's weeds growing already. Jeepers criminy. Well, that'll act as free. Nope, this part needs lime, so we're going to have to lime this. So we got some liming to do. I might just go ahead and do everything. I might put that down now, too, before the winter comes, because it's going to have to, in real life, it would settle in when it rains. You can put lime down and then fertilize the ground. I don't think you can do that, though, in real life. But, anyway. How cool is that? That Xeron is a cool tractor, I got to tell you. Or Xerion or whatever, however you pronounce it. That's a neat tractor. Sweet. It's got a lot of horsepower. I don't know. I couldn't remember if there was a ravine down here at the end. I think he's okay, or she's okay. Shoot. So I'm going to have to run. When she's done, I'm going to have to run this thing back and forth down the end, because... Dude, what are you waiting for? What's that guy doing? Uh-oh. Traffic jam. Is she going to get lost? Uh-oh. She's lost. Really? Oh, Lord. Okay, stop. Okay. Stop. 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 Wow. Oh, and it was, look, she was messing up those cars. Now, that's a weird thing right there. Like, what? How did they cross channels like that? That was pretty bizarre. She was lost and the traffic was stuck. And then as soon as I unhired her, the traffic continued to move. That was really bizarre. There's some kind of crisscross going on there. And that will make you jump. Sorry. Only a very few of my older audience will get that reference. You have to be born at least in the mid-'80s to get that one. That would, scarily enough, include my wife. You know, in many, many ways we are well suited, but I also think it's kind of funny because she is still a lot younger than I am. Like, she doesn't act younger than I am. Well, she does, but I also act way younger than I am. So we both are, pretty immature people, and that actually works out fairly well for us, for the most part. When we argue like a bunch of kids, but there's a lot of that does go on in a good way. But it is funny. But anyway, she is a lot younger than I am. Well, not a lot. 13 years is not like that big of a deal. But when you go back to when you were young, it does seem like a big deal. Because in '87, man, I was 3 years away from driving a car, and she was still watching Blue's Clues, or just starting to watch Blue's Clues. She probably really wasn't even old enough to watch anything. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw this guy back down the field now that I've cleaned the end of the field off. I think that'll keep her from, or him or her, whoever gets hired, from getting so lost, but we'll see. Sometimes you have to edge these fields off to get the worker to work right. So, but this is a nice large field. It just takes a little bit longer because of the workers get lost. So, all right, so we're gonna let her do her work, and I'm gonna hang out here and catch you guys on the flip side. One of the disappointing things, by the way, that I'm noticing is this map is definitely not seasons ready. You can see here we're in autumn, and the leaves have not changed, unless maybe they changed later on in the season. But I don't remember them not having. The one thing I like about not being seasons ready is that there's no dead trees in the spring. It's such a terrible look. But the downside is that there's no color change or, deciduous forest leaf change when you don't have the seasons ready map. So we don't have those beautiful fall colors. Oh well, what are you going to do? All right, guys. See you on the flip side. Okay, now things are just getting crazy. I'm just following this guy around with my truck, making sure he's doing a good job. I love this Unimog. I'll tell you what, this is one of the best mods for Farm Sim that I've seen in the last couple of years. It's just so well done. Look, he doesn't even awkwardly hold the steering wheel. He does everything. Well, the gear stick's a little bit awkward, but it looks good. It looks real good. So one thing I am realizing that we're missing is, and it's funny, my record button's the same as the bright lights. We're going to run over to the shop. We do need to have a lime spreader, and I'm going to buy one because obviously I keep getting into situations where I have to spread it. I had to spread it last year, and I got to spread it again. So we might as well just get the whole kit and caboodle, and I'm going to break down and buy one of those. So let's go ahead and get a lime spreader, and we're going to go to the store and see what we got. I think I'm just going to get the biggest one. Now, the nice thing about this truck, once again, is it's got the power to pull the heavy farm implements. It's really what it was designed to do. It's basically a non-tractor tractor. Wow, got some frame issues going on here. See that? It's kind of stuttering. Wow. It's loading all that equipment over at the brewery. Okay, so we are looking for spreaders. Let's see what we got. There we go. Really, 10,000, 36 meters, 18,000, 12 meters, 36 meters. Really? Oh, that only does fertilizer. Well, poopy sticks. So we're just going to get the big Breedle. I'm going to make this thing as large as we possibly can get it. And it's going to cost a lot of money, $78,000, but it'll be worth it in the long run. We're going to need to run that with the big tractor. But that's what we have the big tractor for. So go ahead and grab our Unimog. And we're going to drive this puppy home. Really? Ah. That is a big spreader. But unfortunately, it doesn't spread any wider than the smaller spreader, but it holds a lot more lime, which means that we're not going to have to be, wow, that cost a lot of money. But that's okay. We've got the money. Next year after the harvest, we'll be able to buy another field. I was going to buy one at the beginning of the year next year, but I think we'll just wait. I mean, We'll have to do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We have to keep the farm operating, and that's where I'm, you know, more concerned. No. Oh. That is not what I wanted. Son of a biscuit. What are the chances of that happening? I guess pretty good, right? All right, I'm going to fill this up and park it away, and I'll see you guys when we're done doing the field. I'm going to try to remedy this. Let's see if I can. So if I disconnect our thingy, can I tip side left? Okay. Show seasons menu. Unload here. Toggle cruise control. Unload here. Right. Stop unloading. Ah, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, and I don't know how I'm going to do this because I don't think I have a shovel. I'm going to try to just scoop that into the... now what? What do I got? I don't have anything on the farm. We're going to have to run over and pick something up from the brewery. I need a shoveler. Which one of these has a shoveler? I don't think any of these have. I don't think I have a shovel for any of these vehicles. Ah! Nice signal, you idiot. I'm going to get aggressive with you. Oh, there's no horn. Oh, okay. I was going to beat my horn at him angrily, and that didn't work. All right, so... let's see. Wheat, hops, malts, water, yep, and pallets. Okay, so we basically just need more wheat and barley, basically. I might still grow some hops on the smaller on the smallest field. All right, we'll be back. Mr. Truck, I'm going to leave you here. Nice driving. I'm not drunk. But we need to go recover that lime. So I'll be back. I'm going to run to the store and grab a shovel, and I'll meet you back at the farm. All right, so we've arrived at La Fume. Should be able to get most of this in one scoop, right? I don't think there was that much to begin with. Yeah. 1,500 liters. And with that, we fixed the problem. Ta-da! All right, so I'm going to keep this. We're going to keep the bucket because we might need it for other stuff. So I'm not, for now, we're just going to set this over here. Actually, I should probably put it under cover, huh? We've got the room. All right, so I'm going to head back, and I will grab the truck, and we'll be back to the farm in no time at all. In fact, lickety-split. This just happened. I realized that I have... Got a... Houston, we have a sale to make. I realized that I already have one of these. Oh, boy. This is a smaller one, though, so we're going to trade that up again. So we'll take this in. That's good, though. We'll get some money back. But, boy, was that stupid. Oh, there's lime in here, too. Great. Wait, why can't I dump that out? Empty this. No, I don't want to empty... I can't do it because there's a... This is making the truck is unloading instead of the dumper. Okay, so we're going to take this minor frustration out by parking this here. Definitely getting some slowdown. Wow, frame rates are not great right now. Okay. This has no thingy, so we should be able to unload. This has no dumper, tipper, whatever. So we should be able to unload this guy right here. And I'm going to take the remaining lime and put it on in the fertilizer. How did that raise that up? That was interesting. Open cover. Turn on fertilizer spreader. Oh, is this... What? Oh, it did empty. Where did it go? Oh, okay. All right. Which is why it raised. Okay. All right. I get it. I saw the thing go up, and I'm like, what the heck? Where is the... Why didn't the... What the... How the... What the... Wow, I'm surprised they're not done on that field yet, man. That's taking them a really long time. The workers off probably drunk, like, you know. All right, so we're going to take this in and return it. We'll keep the bigger Breedle. We'll drop that right here. Hopefully that's the sell point. Let's see. Boop. No, I don't want to sell the Claas. I really wish they would put the... I know it's cool to not have the outlines because that's quote-unquote more realistic, but it's kind of annoying when you're trying to sell something and you can't tell which item you're going to sell. And then you got to keep... There we go. Sell. Yep. All right, so we made some money back. Let's go ahead and finish up filling that thing up. And jeepers criminy. All I wanted to do was fill the lime spreader up. Turned into like a half an hour of driving around back and forth. Finally, I think we're almost there. Now, we might... yeah, like I said, I think we're going to spread lime before winter comes in the next episode. Though, I don't know. I don't know if there's room for 3,000 more in here. I don't think there's going to be... Grab our little... This is what we bought this for. The Manitou. I love the little Manitou. Wow. Frame rates are really bad right now. Not good. No, stop. Just. Please take it all. Please take it all. Oh, he's finished. We'll have to go check and see how that did. All right, so that's all that's going to fit in there. So we're going to put these lime packets over by the lime station, and we'll use them up pretty dang quick because that will do maybe half a field or a field, but it won't do a whole field. Oh, and it. Once again, the pallet physics. It was working great, and now it's all screwed up. So I can't. Oh, for frig's sake! I love this game. I love the physics. They're great. All right. Come on. Is it on there right? Maybe. Probably not. Sons of biscuits. Okay, so these are full. That one's 100%. That one's 50%. Put that right here. And so we've done it. Wow, that was messy. God dang it. No. Yes. Maybe. Lift that up. Come on, bring it here. There we go. Better. And so if we go ahead, actually early in the morning, so I think in the next episode we will go ahead and start the liming process. I'm actually going to leave this guy right here because we're just going to load those right on. So I'll put that there. So let's go check on our worker in the field. But we're going to put this away first. Not really away. It's going to get ready to go out to the field. That is a nice, huge spreader. That thing is massive. Okay, so that's there. And let's go ahead and find out where our tractor is in the field. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What the? Oh, man. Can we get this thing out? Oh, it's going to break my cultivator. Idiot. All right. So they were done, but they weren't really done. They were just finished. Off to jail with you, man. Wow. Nice driving ability. That's okay, though. We're almost finished. So I'm going to go ahead and get this last sweep here, and we'll come back and get the edge. That was interesting. Loser. I guess technically they were finished with their job, so. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Farm Sim Claas Farm, the brewery here in North Rashish Marsh, and I definitely had fun. Glad to catch up with you again. Like I said, it's been a while since we've run this series, but I'm going to start trying to do it more often. There's just a lot of nothing work to do for the next couple months. That's why I haven't been really keeping up with this, but it is time now to start moving on with this farm. I love this farm, and I do want to keep it going. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help, and we will see you next time here in Holland. Look, there's the edge of the map. I didn't realize there were boats over there. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, when I flew, this is really cool. When I flew into Amsterdam, I've never been to Holland before, or the Netherlands. But when I flew in to Amsterdam, on my way over to England, this is the first time I've done that this time. Usually I go right to England, but the only flight that's going across the ocean right now is Delta because of COVID. So I flew across, and when we were coming in to land in Amsterdam, it was really cool. You could see all of these ships lined up waiting to go into the port. And then you see the dikes like that along the ocean front, and the fields and all the, it looks just like this. It was really, really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was neat. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just like Farm Sim. All right, guys, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time on North Rashish Marsh. Bye.